Just a few minutes away from beginning of the second half. Here's some game stats for you. Some rebounds. Advantage BC assist. Advantage BC turnovers pretty close. Steals slight advantage for the Lions. Blocks negligible. Field goal percentage pretty close now, but it's the threes making the difference, John.
Absolutely.
See, 8 of 12 for Bacone for 67% and 20%, which would be 5 of 18.
Wow. And I'm sure Coach Boswick didn't expect that poor of a shooting effort from the three-point line. But the most telling stat for the way that half went is Bacone out-rebounding SAGU. And that just didn't happen the first time they played here or any time that they played here. SAGU did a much better job on the boards. Only 19 rebounds from that many shots. That is uncharacteristic from this Lions club. And Bacone just seized the moment. And,
Yes,
and
they
they
are.
kept the ball alive and got it and put it back. A lot of second chance points.
Tomorrow, Lady Lions in action, and with Adam Ferguson, his head coach, Tiffany Phillips. Adam?
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with Lady Lions head coach Tiffany Phillips. Now, Coach, in your first season, the Lady Lions are no longer a play-in game in the Student Athletic Conference Tournament. They're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
What's it like to be able to have such a great impact on this Lady Lions team in your first year?
Yeah, I mean, it feels really good. Obviously, I think we're making some waves and we're trying to do some things and really change the culture of the program. And I think our girls have done a really good job buying into what I'm trying to sell here. And just, you know, they give it their all every night. It's fun. You know, we talked about it's great not having to play today. And I think it's been a while since they've not had to do that. So I'm really excited. I'm just so proud of the girls.
Now, do you think that has in part to do with the senior class that you've inherited, two of the players being here for 4 years, and Croc and Hill, and then Megan having a very good impact in her senior season?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a big deal, a big part of it?
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, Bethany's actually been here 5 years. So, but, yeah, I definitely think so. Senior leadership, so important. And those three are just absolutely perfect. Couldn't ask for a better group of girls, a group of seniors to go out with. So I'm proud of them.
All right, Coach, we're definitely looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Rob.
And that game will be tipping off at 2:15. Two 10-8 ball clubs, the number 5 Lady Lions against the John Brown University Golden Eagles. 10-8 versus 10-8. 2:15 tomorrow. Be sure to catch that. Plus, the games begin for the women at 9 o'clock. It'll be Southwestern Christian versus Mackey to kick things off tomorrow. Time for second half action now. What adjustments do you think that Coach Donnie Bostwick's going to see here in the first 5 minutes of play, John, as we begin second half?
Well, the energy level, I am sure that he addressed. He also addressed you're giving them way too good of a look from the three-point line. So you're going to see the defense really extend out and run these guys off the three-point line, not give them a chance to get open looks. If they beat you from the three, it's because they're going to have a Steph Curry type night.
Shot good defense right there on Chapman. Watkins will attempt this three and rattles in and through. That was a big one to get things started. He has 8. The lead is 2. And just like that, the Lions, with one more bucket, can erase and atone for all their mistakes and actually retake the lead with a stop here and another 3. Or could tie it up with a bucket the old-fashioned way, but we'll see how Bacone comes out in their first few minutes of play. Will they keep shooting from beyond the arc? Will they mix it up? Oh, just as the shot clock expired, 3 no good. Bounce pass on up ahead to Key Watkins. Spots up a 3 in transition. And he banks it home. The banks are open late on Wednesday night.
When it's going right for you, it's going right for you.
Key's got 11. And he's got 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Menzies Taylor kicks it off of Adoy. We'll keep it right here.
I'd like to see that again because it looked like it might have hit Menzies' leg after it bounced off Adoy. Look here, and it
did. Eagle-eyed John Cookman. Put the stripes on, mister. You got that one dead right.
as usual.
I'm amazed. Rashad, he was looking for Gentry in the corner. Good defense to tip away that pass by Brandon.
Well, if you're
Chapman.
if you're a Lions fan, you like the energy level that's that the Lions have come out with, and this aggressive defensive approach. I don't think Donnie Boswick dialed that shot up.
And it's Gio Brewer. And a technical foul being called against Brewer after the made basket. A little extracurricular verbal activity happening, apparently. Wow.
I'm not sure what happened. Maybe we can get a replay to see. I, I really don't think you can call a technical on a guy just jawing
Take a
back
look and
with the
see
player.
his body language. Turns, spins.
Oh, he wasn't talking to anybody. He was just a little frustrated probably because he didn't get the and one. But that's a quick trigger that will not be a good sign for the Bacone Warriors this early in the second half.
2 free throws give the Lions the lead back. And the basketball. Starters back in to begin the second half of play. Baseline screen from Watkins. Off of Gentry. He'll take a floater in the corner. And Key Watkins is officially in fuego. Key Watkins has 15. And he ain't missing much anymore.
He's 3 for 3 in the second half.
Seeing the rim. High archer. Gio Brewer. Keeps his mouth shut as he walks down the court this time, but a nice bucket.
Love the intensity that Gio Brewer is bringing. You got to have a little bit of that fire. They'll take a technical if they can have the fire for the next 17 minutes, 17 and a half minutes, really.
Alexander lost it, got it back, and spotted up. Isaac Rowe, the true freshman. He's got 8.
That is hard to handle. That is hard to handle. 6'6" that can just jump up from 21 feet and stroke a 3 like that.
Euro step. Shot given up, now working around weak side, and Gentry with the steal. Tough bounce pass up ahead to Alexander, flips it back, looking for a Key. Alexander ran out of room, had to just flip it behind his back, hoping Watkins would be there, but it was tipped.
They say it was tipped by number 10, and he says,
wow.
No.
He says wow or no. Chapman.
Maybe our replay crew can show us if that was a reality or not.
Watkins, why not? Why not when you got Emmanuel Adoy, the senior, picking up the offensive glass and putting the bunny in the hole. 47-41. I've got my bunny quota in for the day. I'm done, John. No more bunny calls.
I say more.
Tough shot. It's Corey Swift, just a sophomore, playing way above his pay grade. Wow. Corey Swift has 10 on 4 of 4 from the field. There's reverse ball. No good. Gentry, using the rim as defense, went reverse, unable to get the ball to rattle through. Meanwhile, now Gio Brewer starting to feel it. Brewer's got 12.
He's starting to put him on his back and say, let's go get this. Let's go get this. We're too close. It's only 15 minutes of pain right here. Let's bring it and let's get this win. You can just see it in his eyes.
Turnover. Now Watkins gets it back. 18-footer. Maybe a little quick on the trigger there. John, was that a good decision?
In that transition, they treat that like a fast break. He's been feeling it. So at that point, he was 3 for 4. And you got to trust Key's instinct. He's a all-conference player, and you live with that, yeah.
You know, I was looking down at the roster. I was about to say the seniors, all the seniors want to go out strong, but really, there's only 2 seniors on the on the roster. You've got Smoot and Menzies Taylor, so you can't, draw on the let's go out strong, it's our senior year game. They just want to win this game regardless of what classification they are. And
Absolutely. They're
Warriors are just
competitors.
hanging tough, absolutely.
And
this would be the win of the season for them, John.
Absolutely, and this is what happens. This is a young ball club. Coach Foster is rebuilding. He's in a rebuilding year. He's only got a couple seniors to lean on, and those seniors are planting wisdom into these young guys. And you can just see when you have a club like that. I played on a club like that in college, and it was tough to take all those losses. But at the end of the year, you're so much better than you were when you began. And these guys are going to be tough next year.
The 10th turnover on really about the 5th or 6th poor pass from the guards. Way downtown, top of the key. Yeah. He just nods, does Mr. Chapman said, that's it, that's what I do. I got 9.
Sir, that is what I do.
My team is back on the lead again, 48-47. Bacone is not going anywhere, folks.
Yeah, and Coach Boswick, I think, is realizing that these guys have come out to play, and they're going to run just as hard as his Lions run. And they're going to create turnovers. They're going to do those little things that it takes to win a ball game. So you got to, now at this point, you got to prep your squad. Well, guys, you're playing like this. Could be a long night. These guys didn't come here to lose. And now you hope your veteran leadership will step in and really knock down some key shots, some big shots to hopefully bring you out with a win. But on the other side, that's exactly what Coach Foster is telling his team. We're close, guys. 14 minutes of pain right here. Just right here. Bring it to them. Bring everything you got. Let's do something special and knock off this SAGU Lions club.
Shooting 60% from beyond the arc on 9 of 15. Lions 8 of 23 for 35%. Interesting. The Warriors have only taken, there's a miss by Erskine underneath, 1 free throw the entire game. Made it. Lions 5 of 6. So Bacone making it happen without getting to the line. Just as I say that, there's a foul underneath. Looks like it was going to be on the shot, but they're going to call it on the floor. It's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Lions. First on Elbert Lawrence. Nice inside pass. Oh, rejected by Mitchell. Slips it back out to Lawrence. What an athletic play by the junior from Mansfield, the 6'8 junior. I like this lineup. I see Mitchell and Rowe in the game, I just get kind of pumped up. 2 long, lanky players, quick on the inside. You got Mitchell, the rim defender. Rowe can go to the glass strong. I like when these 2 guys are on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because they're going to protect the basket. They're going to play up around the rim. And this is a little bit different than what we've seen Coach Boxwick go with.
There's the high screen from Rowe over now to Watkins off the pass from Lawrence. Good ball movement, ball reversal. The Lions back on top. 18 points for Key Watkins. Of course, Key was just named along with Jason Gentry. Honorable mention this year in the Sooner. Both those men receiving their awards earlier tonight. Lawrence looks off one defender, now over to Erskine. Nothing there. 13 minutes left, Lions 2-point lead. 18-footer floater, back rim, loose ball. Back over to the Warriors. One of those games, John, where if the Lions win, it's just a scrappy, gut it out, not your best night, find a way to win, because right now, this is not the best if this is how they played against the MACU folks, they'd have been down by probably 25 by now.
Oh, yeah. And this is not the tune-up game that you were really hoping for, that you were probably thinking that it would be.
And second chances like that are not going to help matters at all. The Warriors will take it. 40 on 40, Menzies Taylor on Mitchell. Now over to Chapman. 40, reposts, slips it inside to his front court mate, Swift. Nothing there. Careful, careful. Key works around the right side, finds Rowe into the paint, travel. He was so anxious to get into the paint, you could just see it in his eyes. Give me the ball, Key, give me the ball. And his body moved before he caught the ball.
And I saw Key actually resist that urge to shoot. He got over there and went right to that spot that he likes best on the floor. He was wide open, and you wouldn't have been able to fault him for knocking that down because he's hot.
Warriors still leading in that category you mentioned at halftime. Nice steal by Gentry off the pass. Bacone leading 27-26 in the rebound category. Urson, you got to hit that. You got to hit that, son. Not good. Chases down his own rebound, though. We'll reset. Alexander.
Got another shooter in there now in Tyler Pate.
Slips inside. And on the floor. Against the Warriors, that's their 5th team foul. 2nd on Corey Swift. He'll check out. We're going to see Edward Cladwell back in the ballgame for Coach Foster. His team down 2. Playing some inspired basketball and a whistle away from the ball. Mitchell got tangled up with Menzies Taylor. Going to call that, I believe, against Mitchell. It's his first. The refs, again, just trying to maintain control here. You see that little ticky-tack play, the technical foul called against Brewer for just saying 1 or 2 syllables. Here's a steal in the backcourt. Gentry begging the defender to come get the foul, but wisely the defender backed off. Love that head on a swivel, even in transition, to know what the defender's doing and respond accordingly. And he gives Gentry gives a 4-point lead back to the Lions, their largest of the game.
That's going to be on Tyler Pate. Not sure why they call it a block. It looked more like a push.
Mitchell will take a seat. It's 2nd team foul, or 2nd foul unpaid. There's Brewer. He just bowls over Gentry. And Rashad steals, tips it up ahead to Gentry. Head on a swivel, no one there, lays it up and in. Escorted down the court by Erskine, and the lead is 6. And there's that defense you mentioned, that's stretching it out, anticipating the pass. And a timeout. Foster has seen enough.
Yeah, and SAGU has finally found the lanes. It's like they're being able to see the passing lanes and fill it before they make the pass. They're beating, and this is what happens. You play really hard, and I think this has kind of been the Bacone motto. There are a lot of good talent on this team, but the stamina, all these guys, the bench is not deep. All these guys are playing a lot of minutes, and you could just see the fatigue wearing on them mentally, and they're just making sloppy passes and making sloppy decisions on what to do with the ball. They go in, they leap, not really any passing lane to use, having to make some crazy double clutch shot or pass, a lob, and you can't do that on this SAGU team. They're gonna figure it out, and I think they've already achieved their steal total from the first half already in the second half.
Good crowd on hand here. The jungle fairly full of Lions faithful as you see them getting their groove on during the musical timeouts.
And the nachos.
Nachos are plentiful. You see Gentry with 13, Adore with 6, a quiet night, but does have 4 rebounds, has 3 fouls. I have to monitor that for you. We'll need him down the stretch.
And I think Key Watkins has 18, I believe.
He has 18 on 6 of 12, including 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. adding 2 boards and an assist. Cladwell tried the finger roll, not there, and a nice tough putback by Brandon Chapman.
Yeah, he got up, and you just got to like the heart of this Warriors team. They're playing like Warriors and really trying to keep the ball alive, tipping it to one another, and making a special effort.
Pate spots up Alexander, Erskine, Gentry, little slip pass to Pate. Maybe tried too hard, went underneath. Missed the easy one. And those kind of misses are just kind of what keeps Bacone hanging around here now at under 10 to play. Get that one to fall, and there you go. The lead is just now 2 for the Lions. 9th point for Menzies Taylor.
Got a timeout by Coach Boswick. Wants to talk this over with his team.
Let's take a look now at the Sooner Athletic Conference bracket once again for you. First the men, and then we'll look at the ladies bracket possibly. But the men is interesting in that you've got Texas Wesleyan now going to face a tough John Brown team, never an easy team to play. They go into this at 14-4 in conference play, and they'll play the winner of Southwestern Christian USAO.
And I watched that game previous to this game, and John Brown shot well. They're coming in with some confidence, and their big man, he played extremely well. They're on a roll, so you don't want to get on a team that's finding their chemistry and getting hot at the right moment, and that's what it looked like with John Brown. It looked like they're just catching fire right at the right moment.
Bottom half, you see Mackey awaits this winner, and then we'll see Oklahoma City, Wayland Baptist tomorrow at 8 in the bottom half of the first round.
And I think that Southwestern Christian USAO, I predict double overtime. Double overtime. Neither one of those teams are going to want to give it up.
Isaac Rowe. Inside pass to Doy, back out to Gentry. Stripes it through. Not a whole lot of arc, but it was true on the mark. He's got 16, a quiet last few minutes, but now he is back in the scoring column. I believe that is the 10th. Yeah, that's the 10th three-pointer for the Lions. Cladwell.
Look good, look good.
Wow.
When it left his hand, and he had set up there, and Brewer knew that they were going to suck down into the paint, got exactly what he wanted, and hit the wide open Cladwell on the wing.
His first points of the ball game. The lead is back to just 2 for the Lions. Gentry asking for the foul and gets it. I wish it was that easy. Just look at the ref, ask for the foul, make the call. Thank you very much.
It is for him, obviously.
Here comes the Lions' favorite player to boo, Mr. Brewer, back in the ball game. Alan Brewer's got a couple threes in the first half to spark things for the Warriors off the bench. Oh, here's a wide open lane. Doy is looking to slip it into Alexander. Not a good decision, though. Easily stolen away by Menzies Taylor.
And I like to see what the Warriors are doing here. They're not panicking, and they're relaxed. They're bringing the ball down. They're not trying to force the issue. It was a good shot. He was open.
Turnover again. Not a good pass from Gentry looking for Rowe. Wide open 3, Chapman. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Brandon Chapman, the 6-foot junior, has got 14. And the Warriors have retaken the lead. 58-57 and 7:40 left in one of these two ball clubs' season. Key. Oh my! From way downtown, NBA range.
And Rob, don't look now, but your chicken mini board is actually starting to fill up.
Goodness, I don't know. I had a late lunch, that means a late dinner. It's right on time, Chick-fil-A. Give me 3 more threes. I'm going to go get me some chicken minis. compliments of our great sponsor, Chick-fil-A here in Waxahachie. 14 threes by any SAGU men's ball team during regular season or postseason play means everybody in the house
Even
gets
the
free
visitors.
chicken mini. Even the visitors from Muskogee can cash in.
Yeah, we haven't told you all year. We've kind of let you keep talking about those chicken minis, just because we like to laugh
Is
at
there
you.
some news I don't know about?
Well, you can only eat chicken minis in the morning.
Oh,
They
man.
only serve them in breakfast.
You've got to be kidding me.
I thought it'd be a good time to just let you in on that.
I eat breakfast at my home.
We now know that you don't know.
This
You've
is-
never cashed in on your
this
chicken
is
minis.
Horrible, horrible news. I need to go file a complaint or something. I mean, come on. Chick-fil-A.
You're ridiculous.
Throw me a bone here. Here's the rest of the women's basketball tournament bracket. The Flying Queens will play Bacone. You've got JBU against our home team, the Lions. Tomorrow we'll have that game for you. I don't think that time. Is that time correct? 10:45. I think it's supposed to be a 2:15 game.
It
You
is.
have to check that time. And back to live action, Brewer now gets some little full court pressure from the Lions. Chapman into the paint, no call. Key Watkins, he's got numbers, 3-on-1, 5-on-1. Finds a wide open Gentry, no good, too flat. Brewer clears.
Well, blown opportunity there for the Lions because you had many numbers and you settled for a three-point shot. I'm sure that's not going to make Coach Boswick very happy. You take that ball to the rack and you get the sure two.
When the ball crossed, there's a turnover. When the ball crossed midcourt, there were effectively 4 to 5 players who were in Lions jerseys and 1 player in a red jersey.
Yeah. And there you see Gio Brewer just let the ball slip through his hands. That is a sign of fatigue right there. You don't get butterfingers when you're not tired. And so he's got to just mentally understand first of all, mentally understand where he is, and then suck it up and overcome. Mind over matter kind of situation here. Understand his scenarios and just really bear down and play good basketball, good fundamental basketball right now.
Third foul on Allen Brewer. Trying his best to guard Key, and you see Brewer still on Key. And there's a steal, a horrible pass by Rashad. That is so unlike Rashad. Just handed it to Brewer. Brewer made him pay. We're tied.
It looked like Coach Boswick was calling for some kind of isolated play for Key Watkins. So Rashad just forced the issue there.
That's off the mark. Gentry out to Rashad in the corner. No good. It's Rowe. Second offensive rebound of this possession.
And that's a shot right there. You saw Rowe pass that up. But next year, that won't get passed out to the wing. I can assure you he's gonna jack that one up, and he should. He's a great shooter from that area.
Watkins, why not? Not there.
Again, fatigue coming in. You could see Watkins not really setting into his shot like he did in the first half.
Bacone Warriors with a chance to retake the lead.
And I'm not sure. He gets fouled. Watkins gets under him, and we could clearly see the referee turned away after the shot watching the ball, which is a big no-no for referees.
Brewer on up head. He's got numbers, 2-on-1. Defense catches up, but not in time.
And a makeup call right there.
Watkins arrived late, but it was Brewer who converted. Here it is again.
Yeah, nobody touched him.
You see Watkins saying, I did not touch that man.
He kicked me. That's a makeup call for the last. I guarantee it.
The lead is 3 for the upstart Warriors with just 3 wins on the season.
5 minutes left, and you're giving your hottest guy a little break. I think you got to call a timeout and say, Gio, look, we need you. We need you more than ever right now. You can't take a break. Break? There's no breaks in basketball. Not tournament basketball.
Not when you're shooting 58% from beyond the arc. 11 of 20 for the Warriors. The Lions 11 of 31, taking 11 more threes. Both teams have hit 11 threes. Lions good for 35%. Back to your rebound category. It's dead even right now. We stand 34 rebounds apiece. Assist 14-2 or 14-12 in favor of the Warriors. Turnovers, both teams really doing a lot of mistakes in their passing lanes. 14 TOs for Bacone and 16 for the Lions. Team leaders in scoring, Watkins with 21, Brewer with 15. Bench scoring 11-2 in favor of the Warriors. Points in the paint, check mark Warriors, 20-16 advantage. Second chance points, check point to Bacone again, 12-6 or 12-9 advantage. And points off turnovers, 18-11. So some of these sub-scoring categories, it's Bacone across the board, John.
Yeah, well, they've earned it tonight. They have played an excellent game. They are executing Coach Foster's plan. They're shooting well. They're giving the big effort, the high energy effort, playing really good defense. I mean, just think, they've turned the ball over a lot.
14 times.
And quite a bit of that is unforced. So if you take half of those turnovers away, just imagine where they would be right now. So this group is on the verge of really putting it all together and becoming a good young team.
Now Bacone going back to his zone and asking for the long-range shot, and they get it on a miss, and they get the ball back. Chapman, 4:45 left, 3-point lead. Brewer working on Watkins. Inside to Chapman, inside out game, back over to Cladwell. 8 on the shot clock. High screen pick and roll. Likes to go to the corner. It is no good off Swift's 18-footer.
Swift looks exhausted. He's hitting some spots and just sitting there. And
Key Watkins.
And they need Swift to be there for them here at the end. Coming down the stretch, he's got to just find it within him to start running, not get stagnant, not stay in one spot.
Key, 16, let's check that, 24 points for Watkins.
Love the effort there.
Chapman from the corner. Gentry clears. We're knotted up at 63 apiece with 3:34 left. Watkins, why not one more? He rainbows it in, baby! 13 threes on the game. The lead is 3. Key's got 27 and a timeout on the floor. 2 timely trays from number 3.
And Coach Foster's very frustrated with his ball club because they know the guy that can kill him. And he's saying, what do I have to do
to tell you to guard him,
to get you to stay close to him? I mean, as you saw, look at the distance that was between him when he received the pass. They gave him all day. You give Key Watkins all day like that to really eye down that shot, he's going to make it more than he misses, I guarantee.
66-63, 6 straight points. And the Dogs are out in the Schaefer Center. Lions looking to advance into tomorrow's main first-round bracket. I guess it's technically second round, but we got to call it a play-in game. For me, the tournament begins when all teams are playing in the same line of the brackets. As you see now, the men's tournament. Wayland Baptist, that's a scary ball club right there. I don't want to play that team.
I mean, Oklahoma City Wayland Baptist game is going to be off the chain.
Unbelievable.
It's going to be off the chain, man. And the fact that Wayland Baptist stuck down there at number 6, it's kind of laughable. I mean, just the scenarios, the way it played out. I can tell you, Oklahoma City is saying, "Wow, what a draw!"
Well, when you have 4 through 7 all finish 10 and 8, and you go to your second, third tier of tiebreakers, Wayland Baptist could easily be 4th and maybe even 3rd with another game in the regular season. So they've got a good draw. It's Swift.
Not sure why Swift is standing on the inside of the three-point line.
Warriors back to a man-to-man. That zone lasted about 2 minutes. And you're going to see, wow, little switch there. Now the mismatch. You got the mismatch now. Rashad gets it into Mitchell. Loose ball. And it's Smoot. And there, Brewer loses the handle, and finally a whistle, and the possessioner will keep it right here for the Lions. Great hustle by both ball clubs. Brewer and Watkins finally got the tangle. 2:43 left in this ball game. Adoy's been quiet. He's just got 6 points. Let's see if he can make a difference. The senior inside. He's working on Menzies Taylor. And Alexander content to let the shot clock dribble down. Probably about 8 seconds left. You'll see a move now here. 10 seconds left. 8 in the shot clock. It's Adoy. Usually good from 15.
I mean, I'm so impressed with Gio Brewer, just doing the things that he has to do and more to keep this club in it.
Got to go. It's got to go. Not good.
Hit the shot clock.
Corey Swift hit the shot clock. Turnover back over to the Lions. That would have been a big, big one right there. That would have tied it back up. Isaac Rowe check back in for Emmanuel. Both teams with 6 fouls, so the next foul on either side will stick the other team at the line for at least a 1-and-1. And we are now under 2 minutes to play here at the Schaefer Center in the opening night of the 2016 Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. Glad to have all the SAGU games broadcast for you right here on the SAGU Sports Network. Will the Lions advance to tomorrow? Will their season effectively end and wait for perhaps a bid in the NCCAA tournament? Right now, they want to win the Sooner. And they got their hands full with the Bacone Warriors. Key for 3. Yes, sir! Oh, my winner, winner, chicken dinner! Chicken minis, but I got to get up early to pick them up. 69-63, Lions up by 6. Minute 18 left. Watkins with 30 points on the night. Let's check his numbers on 10 of 19, and you're not going to believe this. 8 of 16 from beyond the arc by himself.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Team shot 36 threes. He has nearly half of them. Posen turns back to the jungle. Says, I will feed you. Get on my back. Meanwhile, Brewer, with some free throws, cuts the lead back to 4.
It's still a ball game, ladies and
2
gentlemen.
timeouts left, indeed, John.
And this is not the first time Coach Foster's been in this situation. And he's going to draw up a game plan. And if these guys can execute, they're going to stay in there and give themselves a chance to pull off an upset. They're going to have to put somebody on Key Watkins. That's all there is to it. You've got to take one guy and say, do not leave him.
Yep. Hip pocket. What's his breath mint? I mean, you cannot leave his side. Fight through screens, high screens, low screens.
What's his breath? Is that what you just said?
What kind of breath mint? What kind of breath mint?
Are you trying to?
I knew what I was trying to say.
Hoosiers
Yeah.
You need to tell me what
what's
flavor
the
his
line?
gum is.
Tell me what flavor his gum is. What flavor is his breath mint? Let's see who's on key. Right now you've got Gio Brewer. Key's out there in the corner, just kind of hanging around. Watkins will let the shot clock dwindle down. A minute 2 left, 12 on the shot clock.
Not a bad decision at this point.
And they get the ball back to Key. Watkins working on Brewer. Somehow slips free. And a foul before the basket, before the shot. Key Watkins back to the line. Watkins, of course, the junior from Trophy Club, Texas, just up North Dallas. And that just hung for about a full second on the front edge of the rim and rattled through. 8 of 16 from beyond the arc. Both free throws. That was a much prettier shot. The lead is 6.
Now you got numbers.
For 3, too strong. Watkins rebound. And on up ahead to Gentry. Finds Rowe. Burns some more clock off. Under 34 seconds left. The lead is 6, and we're going to see a quick foul or a concession.
No, they're just gonna let them play it out. If you're gonna foul, especially up there, you foul and keep some of that gold on in your pocket.
It was Key Watkins sparking a second half run that has propelled the Lions, and the Lions really had their hands full for about 30 minutes. The score was tied, really more than 30 minutes, about 34 minutes. The score was tied 60 apiece at 6:12 left. Lions actually fell behind 63-60 with 5:07 left, and then from then on it was pretty much all Key Watkins. Largest lead of the game now, 73-65. Not sure what Coach Alan Foster can dial up on the board to overcome this deficit, but stranger things have happened in the basketball. You and I once saw, of course, he's young, it's too young to remember this, but Reggie Miller, 8 points in like 8.9 seconds. I mean, crazy things happen, but against this Donnie Bostwick coach team, very unlikely. As you see him doing the final preparations to make sure no silly business, just take care, no fouls.
Well, you hit your free throws coming down the stretch, and you can prevent any silliness like that. That's all you have to do, really. Take care of the ball. Don't just give it up. Don't turn it over quickly or at all, and hit your free throws.
Yeah. 34 points for Key Watkins.
You don't have to panic here. You don't have to play incredibly aggressive. You just play nice in your face defense. Don't foul, especially a 3-point shot. I'll give them a chance to get a 4-point play.
Watkins averages under 14, 20 points over his average. Chapman short, and now you're going to see the Warriors content to let the Lions dribble it out. Your final score is going to be 73-65. The Lions, you know the phrase in March, survive and advance, John.
That's right. And that is exactly what they did in this playing game. But I assure you, this is not how Donnie Bostwick dialed it up in his mind and to his players. He was really hoping to be able to get in deep into his bench and let those guys do a lot of the legwork tonight, so his impact players could be a little more fresher for tomorrow. But they, same time tomorrow, so less than 24 hours. Now you're going to go compete with one of the top teams in the nation, not just in your conference, but one of the top teams in your nation, and you're not nearly as fresh as you want to be. And it's going to be interesting to see how they handle such a hard-fought battle. They had to battle tonight to beat this young Bacone Warrior team.
Team in MACU that fell to these Lions just a couple of days ago on this court. So we'll wait and see if Lions can make it 2 in a row against a real tough ball club. The Evangels and SAGU will square it off tomorrow at 8 p.m. Let's run down quickly the games tomorrow before we send you back down to Adam Ferguson.
It's a long list.
Beginning, well,
eight games in one day.
But for the men, we're going to go with 4:30 p.m. SCU, Southwestern Christian versus USAO. Then we'll see the next game at 6:15. It'll be Texas Wesleyan at versus John Brown. Then you're going to see these Lions in action at 8 o'clock versus MACU.
That's right.
And then wrapping it up, OCU versus WBU. The nightcap at 9:45 p.m. Ladies play pretty much in between those slots or somewhere close to it. Let's go down courtside now to check in with the obvious player of the game. It's Keith Watkins, and he is with our very own Adam Ferguson.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with Keith Watkins. Keith, 34 points, 8 threes. Your last couple games in MACU. And tonight against Bacone in the first round. Big win. How's it feel to be able to go back and play MACU again tomorrow?
Oh, no, I just want to give thanks to God. And, we got to play him again. We got 3 more to go, so that's all I'm going to say.
All right, Keith, good game. Back to you, Rob.
Okay, keeping it real as he got the little water shower from a happy fan.
And even as good a night that Key had individually, he does understand the impact. They did not come out and play as a team like they should have, and they know that tonight's performance, even if he scores another 30 night with an all-around tonight's performance, that's not going to be nearly good enough to beat a MACU team.
Lions ended up shooting 41%. Bacone 38%. There's some other numbers for you. Rebounds, Lions ended up just a click ahead, 39-37. Rest of these stats, John, pretty close. You look right down the line, assists, turnovers, steals, blocks, all within 1 or 2 of each other. Field goal percentage in the long run, advantage Lions. Threes, the Bacone Warriors early start at 7 out of 10, propelled that high percentage rate, but in the end, too many missed threes, too many missed opportunities, too many turnovers, and the Lions with that late game push survive and advance.
And that is exactly what they did.
We'll be back tomorrow for the women's game. I believe that game was a 2:15 tip-off. Is that correct? And we'll have that for you against the John Brown University Golden Eagles. So until about 2 o'clock, we'll have the pregame for you. We will be back on the air. As for my partner, John Cookman, Adam Ferguson,
and we want to mention
sure.
all of the fans that are watching from outside of the SAGU Sports Network, really the other Sooner Conference schools, to pay attention to the SAGU Sports Network Facebook and Twitter feed, because we will constantly be updating what's happening,
scores, right?
all the scores and the storylines that are developing with all the other games going on. Although we're not broadcasting them on TV like the SAGU games, we are keeping you up to date on the social portals.
And what's one more fun thing to mention to you is an outside chance. We're working on it. We may have a guest commentator here in the booth. We're looking at perhaps seeing if the John Brown University folks would like to join us in the booth. That'll be a lot of fun, having some color commentator, you with the SAGU and our John Brown University folks from their side, give us some perspective on both ball clubs. We'll see that happens for you, so make sure if you're from John Brown University, tune in to this network tomorrow at 2:15 and hear some home cooking game calling as well from their side of things as well.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Until next time, then, we'll see you tomorrow. This is Rob Price, John Cookman, Adam Ferguson, our amazing SAGU Sports Network crew, saying so long from the Schaefer. As always, till tomorrow, then, may the Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace.